What's going on, Archivists? I am Scott Seven, your Guild Master. Welcome back to Players Guild. I am, of course, going to break down and review the Kickstarter for Grand Archive, a game I'm very much excited about, even with the NFTs. We've gone over that. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. We're here to talk about the product, the production of the Kickstarter, everything that goes into it. We'll look at the goals, we'll look at the stretch goals, we'll look at the tiers and all that fun jazz. So again, just like with NOSTALGIX, it's already hit the mark. It hit the mark really well. Huge amounts of money, silly amounts of money. God, I wish I had that much money. And yeah, I slightly less backers, but just slightly behind it. That's not a bad thing. The fact that both of these games can coexist next to one another, really awesome to see. I absolutely adore the art style, the anime essence of it. It's not too lewd, it's not over the top, it's really cool, and from what I've seen as well, I'm really excited for the future direction of this game. That being said, let's get straight into the breakdown. So, as you can see there, 600k stretch goal, already past the 600k mark. There are more coming. I did confirm this with Alan. Guys, you can go and check out my interview with Alan. Really nice dude. They're all, actually, to be fair, all the Grand Archive team are very nice people. Do check out the Discord as well. There's a great community there, and I'll shout out Metamaniacs Dan, doing an amazing job covering this game when I've been quite busy with some personal stuff. So huge shout out to him. And yeah, so I actually really want to break down this stretch goal, but we've got to go through the Kickstarter first. So basically, it explains what Grand Archive is, and I honestly, this is huge, right? It still baffles me how you can come to Kickstarter without a how to play video or a very good breakdown of what your game is. Like, there needs to be that, right? Like, that is my bare minimum. And if you don't have that, it's kind of like, but I'm here for a game. I know Kickstarter's a different game now. I know there's the investors, the collectors, but I'm a player. I'm a player first, and I back projects that are player first. While yes, Grand Archive does have a heavy emphasis on collectability, they do have a solution and will help make sure that this game is playable. I believe them when they say that. I've had discussions on and off the air with the team, and we are also going to try and make it happen in the UK. That is my only thing I will say up front, guys. I know we have quite a big audience in the UK. Is that right now their main focus is America. We are going to try and help them with the UK, but that does not mean it's a guaranteed thing. So there you go. If that's what you're thinking they'll support the UK straight away, I'm not saying they won't, but their eyes are on the US mainly at the moment. You can still get products, and you'll still be able to get products even if you are in the UK. That's not to say they aren't giving you product, but I'm saying their main focus is on the US right now. And that's okay, right? You've got to start small and build out, right? You can't just go worldwide and overextend yourself, right? They want to take it slow. They want to do it at their own pace. And I respect that. I respect that. At least they're upfront about it. It's not like they're saying, oh, yeah, well, maybe, or yeah, we'll do it if we can. It's like, we're focused on the US right now. I know you're trying to help us, Scott. We'll try and figure something out. Like, that's what we're trying to do. But without further ado, let's get into it. So look, we got nice, look at these animations. It's so sick. This is great. And it's a really cool concept of a game. I don't really think I've seen anything like it. Just like NOSTALGIX, it kind of borrows aspects from other games that we are familiar with, especially the Western games. But it's still, like, it's still so unique. You have this materials deck, and I think this is the genius part about it. I'm still shocked there's nothing really been like it in a card game. I'm sure there's a fringe card game out there, I don't know, that has covered it. But essentially, it's like all your equipment and stuff, and I think that's such a cool idea. You got your regalia item there, as you can see, it's a sword, and I love that. I love having that. And the whole memory system is putting cards from your hand into your memory, so it's a risk reward system. You do get them back at the end of that turn, of the end of the next or start next turn. I'm still not 100% sure on the rules and regulations because it all came out as I was dealing with a loss in the family. But the memory system is really cool and unique. So you're sacrificing your hand to try and play stuff. And when I say sacrificing your hand, it's more there until you can't have access to it, right? So you're denying yourself stuff to push stuff forward, and you have that risk reward. Do I commit more cards from my hand to my memory to then be able to make a bigger play, but then I'm losing out on maybe a defensive capability of that. So I love this. We got Rai. Rai was the character that's close to my heart. We teased him in our interview with Alan. I absolutely adore him. Very cool mage. I'm still there for Tamers, and I'm still pushing for Tamers, guys. We need a Scott Tamer in Grand Archive. Could you imagine a mechanical-handed Tamer? I can. Make it happen, guys. Make it happen, Weebs of the Shore. You've got the element cards of wind, fire, and water, which all of these cards are super cool, by the way, right? Like, look at them. They look premium. I think that's something that isn't stated enough, right? These have this shine to them. Like, it feels very much an evolution of Magic, if I was to say anything. Like, if Magic went anime, and not including Duel Masters, I'm still sad about Duel Masters, guys. We can all move on from it. But it's like Magic, but animeized and evolved and more interesting. That's just me. I don't like Magic, but guys, we can all like different things. That's allowed. And of course, they're showing here your characters can evolve and inherit effects throughout the game. So it's not just you're stuck with a champion, say, like in Commander, where you have your commander for the game and it doesn't really change. Here they're actually getting stronger, leveling up. It's like, think of it like Awakening in Dragon Ball, where you have your unawakened leader and then you explode into a more powerful form. I really like that. That's something that I love in Dragon Ball, is always Awakening, because it does feel like you get that bit stronger, especially with decks like Jiren and stuff like that. So cool. So they mentioned the classes here. We've definitely seen Warrior. We've seen Mages. Guys, Tamers, I'm telling you, that's where it is. I'm probably going to be playing Tamers like no tomorrow. I'm excited for Rangers. In the first set, not all of these classes are going to be present. I do want to make that clear. This is just what they have planned right now. And who knows, in the future, we might get more. Nice showcase of some cards. I think we've seen all of these at this point, but they all look absolutely stunning. Some of these are available in foil, and they are jaw-dropping. I like the sample foils of Lorraine are fantastic. I cannot wait to get mine. I believe I've got one coming. So yeah, guys, go and follow them on Instagram to get more reveals as they happen. I believe they also post them in the Discord and on Twitter. So again, go and follow Grand Archive. Let them know we sent you. So let's get into the collector rares, right? For all you collectors out there, Grand Archive's pinnacle of collectible card games. Great use of word. So they have exclusive extended frames, and they're signed and they're numbered. I think that's kind of important. Like, it'd be cool if they were signed, right? Like, we've seen the signature rares in Dragon Ball, but you get the number, which I think is huge. I think this is what changes the game in terms of collectability. I can still get a Lorraine Wandering Warrior, like, non-collectible version. That's fine. But imagine getting this collectible version, right? You know I'm number 69 of 100. Yeah, I went there. And, like, that is super cool to me, right? I think that adds an element to it that just makes it super desirable. You got 1 in 360 packs to get it. And they're only in first edition packs, which is why you want to be getting first edition. If you're a collector, if you want to chase for it. You can always get unlimited if you don't care about that, and that is totally fine. There's going to be non-collectible versions of this character. As far as I'm aware, there's not going to be mechanically unique characters as collector's rares. Like, so there won't, if there's a collector's rare, that it's going to have a non-collectible version in the set. It's not going to be like you can only get this card in 1 in every 360 packs. Again, they are trying to balance that line between collectability and playability. They don't want to screw over people by printing things that are hard for people to get in terms of playability. But in terms of collectability, go nuts, right? If it's alt art, again, not a problem. And this is something very interesting, right? I come from Dragon Ball, where the foils in every pack now, that's something I love because they're full art foils. So here it's a 1 in 8 pack containing a foil, which makes pulling a foil exciting again. I still get excited when I pull them in Dragon Ball packs. That's just me. I can understand that. It makes the foil kind of special. I get it. But as someone who likes to shine my deck and my favourite cards, I don't like it. But I get it. Again, this is more for a collectible person. I can just play them all in standard, non-foil versions. That's fine. Print reports, another huge thing for the modern TCG. Print from information will be made fully available on all products before official release dates. So good. This is such a huge QOL thing that I think the big boys will never do it. The big boys will never do it. Pokemon, Magic, Dragon Ball, all of the big branded companies won't do it. But the new generation of TCGs can offer this, and I think it's such a huge thing to consider, because even myself, right, if I've got a card, I want to know how many copies of it there are going to be. And then having those population reports, super important. The print run, how many boxes were made, makes it easier just to break down into that nitty gritty of how many cards are out. Like, imagine if we knew how many awakened powers there were in Dragon Ball. That's the kind of realistic thing I'm looking at here. So population reports will be published for high rarity cards. So I'm guessing this means the collector's rares, so how many there are of them maybe, or like how many secret rares or something. I'm not entirely sure. Like, it includes the rares, foils, super rare foils, and obviously collector's rares. So you can get super rares in non-foil, which, yeah, it's fine. I actually kind of don't like that. If I get a high rarity card, I want it to feel high rarity. But I guess that kind of doubles your chances of getting them, right? Because if you get a foil and it's a super rare, that's pretty dope. I don't know. I can see both sides of that. NFTs. I've talked through this with Alan quite a bit. You can listen to the interview on it. I understand where they're coming from. I understand why they're using Engine. From what I've seen, Engine is the cleanest NFT wallet app enabler. I don't know how you would call it. I'm still not a huge fan of the idea in general, but all you're going to be doing, and this was confirmed in that interview, is that with Unlimited and First Edition, you're going to have the chance in your packs to get an NFT pack, which again will open the booster as an NFT. I'm not paying extra for them. It's not going to tie to anything mechanic in the game. It's something I don't have to engage with. And that's fine. And if you want to read into it, you can. I suggest you do the research. Again, if you're into them, I'm not bashing you. There is a clear impact on the environment and in terms of the blockchain and what that means. And it is something that needs to be considered, along with a lot of other things. But it's just something I'm worried about getting out of hand. We've seen it already with games like MetaZoo kind of shoehorning NFTs in. I'm no doubt there's going to be other people looking at NFTs. I know, speaking with Zaba, kind of just not his thing, doesn't really want to do that, and I can respect that. And I'm not bashing weebs for doing it. I understand why you want to do it, especially if you've got this collector's mindset. You're going to be like, boom, we're here. You can have a digital version of it. My problem is there's no real promise, right? It's all nebulous until it's something. And I think that's my biggest hang up with NFTs is, well, they might be useful one day, but I might be president one day. Could happen. There's a 50-50 chance it happens. That's going to wind some people up. But yeah, so enough of the NFT rants. It's fine. It is what it is. And then obviously they honestly break down the Kickstarter thing, and I respect it. Like, marketing costs gets included in here, and 12 grand for marketing. That's not a lot. I've seen the marketing budgets of some other TCGs, and you'd be surprised. It's not a huge thing for card games to have a marketing budget. And 12 grand, although that might seem like a lot, it doesn't get you that far. The real spread of it will be from communities, content creators, and just people playing the game. That's where you'll get it. The artwork, again, I understand this. Commissioned artwork is super expensive. Paying artists is super expensive, especially quality artists, top-notch artists. It's expensive. And manufacturing, yeah, that's a flat rate. That's kind of the industry standard. I'm starting to learn more about what it takes to print cards, especially from knowing many creators. Like, that seems accurate. It doesn't seem like they've inflated it too much to line their own pockets, as you would say. So then obviously they're on about Kickstarter building community because it's a great way to get hype. Distributors, of course, can be like it. This is one thing I think people overlook at is the impact of Kickstarter in the eyes of distributor, because Kickstarter proves there's an audience for it. And it's not one-to-one, right, because there are the investors, the scalpers, the collectors, all coming into Kickstarters as well. But you can show that you're a sure thing, and it's less of a risk factor. It's not like I'm going in here with roly-poly sausage card game to a distributor. I have a product that's been backed. There's a huge community support in behind it. Look at how many people are interested in it already. Look at the impressions it's made on social media. Look at how active the Discord is. Do you want to take some of our product? And they're going to say yes. Like, when you have this much success, they're going to say yes. I still hope they go the direct-to-consumer route. I think you've got to stray away from that. If you can do both, perfect. If you can have your cake and eat it, perfect. But I think direct-to-consumer is the way to go for the new generation TCGs. It's something that I've talked with AKORA a lot about. You can 100% work with distributors and local game stores. That's not what I'm saying. But if having that direct-to-consumer model really helps and opens up borders. I honestly, if that's my god honest opinion, and if you do disagree, do let me know in the comments below. So Dawn of Ashes is our first set. The Prelude starter kit. Oh, why didn't they call it that? That was a cool idea. Starter kit, which is the Kickstarter edition. So you get this. You get the Lorraine deck, which yes, and you get Rye, which yes. So 2 poster childs of the game come in the starter kit, which is fantastic. Each deck have 72 cards, 76 unique card designs, 2 Dawn of Ashes Prelude Kickstarter exclusive packs. These will have Kickstarter stamps on them. This is the only way to get Kickstarted product. And they have a dynamic print run of a 500 minimum and a 10k maximum. So you're going to be able to get them, guys. Get in there while you can. But I don't think it's going to sell out. So I would get in there quick, but don't like panic. So Dawn of Ashes Prelude Kickstarter edition packs. Only in Dawn of Ashes starter kits, which I've said features a small subset of cards, so 54 cards. Each pack has 9 cards. Each rare SR card found in these packs will have the Kickstarter K symbol on it. Note these packs do not have foils or collector rares, so there's no collector rares in those packs. And let's talk about Dawn of Ashes Booster Box First Edition, exclusive to Kickstarter. So this is something that's changed between when I talked to Alan and the actual Kickstarter. So it includes 24 packs of Dawn of Ashes, which is a great name, except when you abbreviate it, it sounds like Dead or Alive. It's a coincidence. It happens. 9 commons, 2 uncommons, and a rare / super rare. So I think that's the pack breakdown. So you're guaranteed a rare in every pack, which is nice. Don't screw people like that. 9 commons and 2 uncommons. Wow, interesting balance in pack card ratio there. So uncommons might be quite difficult to get. Going to be very interesting to see how that unfolds. Each pack has 12.5% to have a foil card. Okay. In place of a common. Okay. Interesting. DOA features 204 cards. Contains 18 card art exclusives to DOA First Edition. So I believe these are I think those are the collector's rares. I could be wrong. I'm sure they'll clarify that. Set features 3 classes: Warrior, Mage, and Tamer. So, of course, I'll be playing Tamers from the off, but it's nice to get the starter kit with the Warrior deck and the Mage deck. I'm going to be showing off people a bunch of this. For each 15 booster boxes printed, a collector rare is seeded into them, 1 in 360 packs. So that's actually a pretty good, nice number to go down. Okay, there's 9 different... Okay, so I guess art change is from the... Okay, so some of the art will change from first edition to unlimited, I'm guessing, and then collector's rares. There's only going to be 9 of them, and they're only in this print run. Again, 20k max print run, so you should be able to get some product. And yeah, balancing collectability. They've already gone over this, talked about it. Unlimited, yay! So this is probably what I'll be picking up just because like funds are scarce, right? Turns out dogs and funerals are expensive. Uh, set for so 204 cards, so you're still gonna get the same 204 cards. 3 classes, Warrior Mage Tournament. Pre-orders start in September 2022, and ships. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So pre-orders start in September 2022, and then they're out in October. Potentially later, but that's quite a quick turnaround. MSRP is of 100, unlimited print run. No, unlimited version of this product does not have collector's rares. So there's 9 collector's rares that will not be in that set. I think that's a fine. I think that's a fine thing. Is it no booster packs included with this as well? I understand not including the Kickstarter, but no booster packs. Interesting. So yeah, you really want to get this Kickstarter version of the starter kit. I feel so anyway. And let's break down the tiers quickly for everyone. So starter tier $40, gold tier $115. Your add-ons become cheaper the higher you back. Platinum tier gets you a playmat. Diamond tier, I think some of these have sold out. Yeah, because this is limited to 150. So I think Diamond's sold out. And I know Champion tier has sold out. Grand Champion, I believe that's sold out. It would help if they actually they're sold out. And I think the 10k skull has subbed out as well. All gone, so Diamond has gone. Champion. Grand Champion, which I believe is this one, yeah. The one that's limited to 50. And Designer tier is also gone. So someone got the Designer tier. Respect to whoever got that. And then obviously game stores can do it. So let's look at the stretch goals, and you get some nice new mats. These are the mats I'm picking up. I'm definitely getting the Inspiring Call play mat. I do really like Peer into Mana though, so I'm not decided. I'm getting one or the other. But right now, Inspiring Call has my attention. Although I would love to see a Tamer mat. I think that would be an amazing stretch goal. I also want to see if we can hit 1 million. That they'll make a card that is included in all of the like no matter what tier you back at, you get the card. So 250k community votes for an existing card to receive an alt art. I'm not 100% sure if that votes happen or not. 400k is a 4th class is added. So we have Tamers, we have Magicians, and we have Warriors, and now a 4th one is added. I'm hoping for Ranger. I don't know if that's what it will be, but my fingers are crossed for Ranger. Mainly because that's kind of the character I like to play in RPGs. I think I even mentioned that in our video. So, really good breakdown. The last thing I want to touch on is, of course, the 600k goal. So, the Lineage Break Champions are added to the DOA set. I believe this is for first edition and unlimited. You won't be just losing out. So, I think the original set was 200. And then, so these 4 cards make it 204. Or it's going to be 208 at the end of the day. Champions that have strong effects but lose the ability to level up. So these are more like a commander style card. This is designed to prove the drafting experience of DOA, which, you know, I know myself and Loki both really love drafting. So we might even end up drafting. What would be cool is if we could get out to the Weebs guys and and do a draft. I think that'd be amazing. That would be such a good idea for a video. If Alan wants to pay for the trip, that's by all means. I'm joking. So overall, should you back the Grand Archive card game? I think so. I think, again, it's already proven, so it's already going to happen. Obviously, everything with Kickstarter is a risk, but it seems like they know what they're doing. We've already had sample cards given to people. I've seen production notes and stuff, so I'm fairly confident that this isn't just going to be a one set and done card game. It seems like they're going to make it happen no matter what. Whether they have to go the slow route or whether they choose to capitalize on this success and go the big route. We've got 600k, I imagine an 800k and 1 million will come out as stretch goals. Not 100% sure on that, we'll see. But guys, get into the Discord, it's really active, really fun, and they actually do listen to feedback in there. It's the same with NOSTALGIX as well, but I hope you did enjoy the look at Grand Archive. After this Kickstarter ends, I'll be catching up with Alan with all of your questions and just to talk about the success of the game. Right? I didn't expect it to do as well as it did. I'm happy it did. Very very happy. In fact, I knew it was going to get funded. That was a given. But to see it going toe to toe with NOSTALGIX, it proves there's a lot more in the card space than I initially thought. So maybe people are actually coming around to the new generation of Kickstarter, the new generation of card games, and that's a really positive sign for all things, not just Grand Archive, not just NOSTALGIX. AKORA is going to benefit from this. MetaZoo and D Spirits, they're going to have a influx of people on it, and I think we are in the golden age of card games, and there are a lot more up and coming, and we will be covering those, guys. So please bear with us as we get those videos. And I really want to emphasize, this couldn't be possible without you, the fans, of course, but we are here to build communities. That's what our goal is. Players Guild is all about playing the card games. Looking at shiny cards is always nice, do not get me wrong, but we want to work with these creators. So if you have a TCG, or if you're thinking about one, then please do get in touch. We would love to talk to you and really help you, because the UK needs card games and it needs support, and especially after the crappy years we've had, I think card games are something that can bring people together in a unique way and have a lot of fun and a lot of potential. Having this direct link to you guys and the creators without the red tape is such a unique thing that's not happened in card games before. And I think we're starting to see that shift happen. So hit that subscribe button, come along for the ride, and we'll see you next time. Bye.